I'm Hannah Losse. I've lived in the area for over 15 years. I moved out of London with my husband to raise our three children here. I've been a regular volunteer for a lunch club for the elderly. Obviously, with COVID, that had to close. And instead, I have been a coordinator for a local team of volunteers helping with the response to the COVID pandemic. There are three key issues, as I see it, in this election: cutting waste and inefficiency and delivering better services. One way to cut costs would be to reduce the number of councillors on Bucks Council. It's larger than the Scottish or Welsh parliaments. If we reduce the number from 147 to around 100, the savings can be invested instead into vital local services. Waste collection and disposal services vary hugely across the county, and fly tipping is out of control. We need to review the council policy on charging for waste at council tips. The Liberal Democrats have a really strong track record on environmental issues. 4 of the top 5 councils in the country for recycling are Lib Dem led. Then we also need to make it easier to be environmentally friendly. As a family, we drive an electric car and we charge the car overnight. But when we've been out and about, we found it really difficult to charge the car. And as Lib Dems, we would ensure that there are charging points in every car park by 2025. We must tackle the need for more housing, truly affordable housing for key workers like nurses and teachers, and also for our children, so that as they move into their own place, they can still live near their parents. And we need to do this whilst also protecting the Greenbelt. I believe we need to focus on building communities rather than just houses. That means putting in place the infrastructure needed to support additional homes, roads, drainage, extra schools, doctor surgeries, and building eco-friendly homes too. There are so many things I could mention that I feel passionately about: providing better care for the elderly, vulnerable, and those with mental health issues. We must build on the informal networks and voluntary organisations that have developed during our local response to COVID. We need to integrate the voluntary sector better with the local authority and NHS so that we can achieve more with the resources we have. I want to provide better, more efficient services. Sort out the potholes, not just by patching them up, but by making sure the maintenance contract is well managed, so that improvements to roads that are now belatedly being made stand the test of time and don't have to be repatched later. That would then allow us to focus on the bigger things, like finding creative ways to revitalise the high street and support local businesses. I want to encourage residents to come forward with ideas and issues, to say what they think needs to change, and for us to discuss how to achieve it together. And then I want to be part of making that happen.